Hey! Welcome to me inn. Ha ha! It looks like the bard is about to begin. I'll pour ya an ale over the stories, fables, and tales about the swords, sickles, and spells in the depths of the swells. So take a listen to the tales that we spin here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Carriage Rest Tales. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Mike, and to my left we have...
Hello, this is Ryan. I'll be playing Kincaid, the Sorcerer.
And this is Nick. I will be playing Vasso, the half-orc barbarian.
Hey guys, it's Sam, and I play Woods, the Elven Ranger. And last time we were together, we all found ourselves at Vasso's beach house, hidden away. We met his father, and he was a little upset with both myself and Kincaid. We learned that negative emotions can open a rift, and we did that based on Clyde just being sad. He opened a massive rift. So we find ourselves now surrounded.
Yes, and that is where we last left off. You guys were sitting around chatting, talking, looking over a notebook that he had that had a bunch of research in it that him and his wife had been doing on the side. And then you heard a knock on the door that said, Clyde Stern, you're wanted by the order for ignoring a summons and for harboring a fugitive.
Which one?
Pick a fugitive.
They said, please come quietly. We will use force if needed.
And I believe I opened a rift.
Yeah, you said you were going to open a rift and then try to escape through Dorma.
Yep.
I think is where it was last time.
Okay. And she's like very quietly, like just motions people into the rift, and she jumps in.
I think Kincaid, being the good general, would want Vasso and your dad to jump through first.
All right, so I'll Vasso hand signal to his dad, like, come this way.
You see your dad kind of like going back, like rocking back and forth, and you can tell he's like in contemplation, and you see him kind of like, and then he lets out a loud whistle as the floor right beneath the dining room table just explodes in this like splintering shards of everything as this sword comes flying through the air and he catches it. And then this armor comes flying in and just starts adhering to him, kind of like Iron Man back in Iron Man 3. And then this like circlet lands on his head. He's like, I guess it's time to rejoin the battle.
Wait, are we doing that on this side though?
Oh, yes, I'll come. Well, you're gone.
Well, no, I had.
You missed out.
I'll use. No, I'm just like, what the?
Vasso is just like,
Yeah, I think
his mouth just dropped, his jaw just dropped. He doesn't
It's
know what to say.
Full plate armor. It definitely has the Order of Light symbol on it, and you put together that this was probably his armor for when he was in the Order of Light at the Rift.
Is he like, is it glowing at all, or just armor?
No, it's just armor, but it definitely has magic because he's able to call it and it dawns itself onto him.
Oh,
Hey, are we going through this rift, or
like,
Clyde?
You lead the way, Dad.
Okay.
Are we going through the rift?
So he'll pull his sword out, and you see it like breaks like a string that was tied on it, and then he charges through the rift. And then
Let's go,
I guess
buddy.
Woods, you would see Vasso's dead now, somehow fully decked
Fully
out,
armed.
fully armed to the
Okay.
teeth, charging ahead.
She sees that, and she's gonna like reach into her bag and grabs a health potion and just like slams it like a little, like almost like a pre-workout. So she's gonna take it. What was that?
Okay, so once we go through, we're gonna close the
Kincaid's-
rift behind us.
Kincaid jumped through.
Okay, so you guys all jump through and you close the rift.
I'm taking the
behind
book.
you. Taking the book.
Yes.
Okay.
Good
The
call.
research book. Nice. Okay, write that down because we'll definitely forget it, I'm sure.
I almost did. Grab.
I tried to make sure to mention it in like the intro so you wouldn't forget it.
Yeah.
But then I forgot about it also.
You incepted me.
Incepted you. You guys would notice something weird on Dorma's side because normally Dorma is a lot more like run down. Like you guys have seen ruins in Dorma. Plant life's not as fruitful and all that type of stuff. But when you go to Dorma on the other side, it looks like a normal house. Like it's been actually upkept as a house.
Wood's gonna like look at Clyde. Is this you?
Yes, I needed to be prepared on both sides, I just assumed.
Okay, can
You closed the rift, right?
Yeah.
And I think Kincaid's immediately going to like check his surroundings.
As you are looking, so you're basically in the same house, but in Dorma side. So you kind of like peer out the windows, and then you see in the front lawn a rift open up as you see one of the Order of Light members that also has quite a bit of plate armor come stepping into Dorma. But you will notice that the 2 police officers that are with them do not go into Dorma.
So it's just one person.
Because if you remember, normally Order of Light travels in sets of 3, but what you've been seeing in Amberton is there was 1 Order of Light member and then 2 like guardsmen.
Which I wonder if they're running low.
Yeah, these are just foot soldier kind of guys. Guys, someone has opened a rift and they're on the front lawn. Kincaid's pulling out his trident.
I'm gonna ask my dad. Hey, do you know is there a back entrance or is there a secret way out of here?
There's a back door, but they said we were surrounded, and it sounds like they're coming through to Dorma anyways. So I imagine there's probably someone out back also.
Okay. So
Y'all want to check the back door?
yeah, let's do that.
So you check the back door, you can kind of like peer out, and you definitely see the same thing. There's a rift. The Order of Light member passed through, but the 2 guardsmen didn't pass through.
Is there water?
There's 2 Order of Lights.
So as you look out the left and right, you notice that there is 1 Order of Light member on each side of the house.
I was going to use a bead, but that's not going to work.
Is there...
You can use a bead if you want.
No, it's not going to work. You're not going to let me know all 4 of them.
You don't know all 4 of them, but you can know 1 of them maybe.
1 out of 4 ain't bad.
Yeah, but what is it going to do?
I don't know.
Metagaming.
Don't you know how to teleport?
Only when I'm in a god form.
Well, do your god form thing.
Yeah, well, you get angry.
Yes. Is he angry?
I'm agitated right now.
Okay,
Starting
well,
to get agitated.
Yeah.
You notice
Can I try
Clyde
to?
does not get agitated.
Can I try to go into goddess form? I've not figured out how to do
Sure.
this.
So you're gonna. What are you trying to do to get into goddess mode?
So I'm gonna like
She's going to put on
Stand-
some makeup, listen to some...
Beyonce.
I was going to say Taylor Swift, which
Oh
is in the
yes,
news.
little
I
T
don't
Swift,
know.
little Queen Bee. So I'm gonna like stand in the middle of the house and like just really like focus inward on my goddess and just talk to her and see if I can, being on her side, if I can harness her and become her.
So you, I assume, dropped to your knees and you started doing this like prayer, all that type of stuff.
I'm like holding Lucha's bow.
Okay. Clyde looks at you like, well, whatever she's doing, I have some bows over here. And like he goes to like a chest and like pulls it open, and you see that he's kind of stockpiled weapons in order to protect himself. So he starts handing each of you guys bows and sees that Woods is doing something in the middle. Do you know what she's doing?
She's trying to teleport us out. It's probably not going to work, so don't worry about it.
Do we need? All right.
As long as she's not eating, I think we're in the good direction.
Okay. I guess let's protect her while.
And I'm dropping the bow. I don't know what I'm doing with this.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's just like,
I thought I taught you.
this a special bow, like, or just regular?
You
just,
did,
just
but
a regular bow, but we can probably hold them back with this. They're not going to charge in it for shooting arrows at them, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Is anything happening?
Not
is
yet.
there
Roll for
water around the house?
There was by a lake, so we're definitely be water around. Even in the Dorma side, there's going to be water. Let's go ahead and roll initiative just so we can get into, like an order of operations here.
I have a 9.
7.
Just kidding.
9 was Woods.
No, I have a 10 with my light up dice.
All right. My enemy's also got a 10.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Have
not
them
paying
go first
attention.
since. Vasso, what did you get?
7.
15.
Ooh.
All right. And then I guess I'll go one more roll for Clyde. I hate running NPCs.
Clyde.
Hey, Clyde,
We got an 8. So Clyde is enemy 2 on their little tracker here. All right, Kincaid, you get to go first.
So we're surrounded on all 4 sides by Order of Light, fully plate mailed.
2 of them
Dudes.
have plate mail, 2 of them have like leather armor. So you can tell like 2 of them are like brute strength and 2 of them are going to be more like dexterous fighters.
So the brute strength fighters, are they wearing plate mail?
Yes, they are.
Okay. And there's water nearby.
There definitely is.
Okay. I've never casted this spell before.
I like new spells.
Yeah. I want to cast Tidal Wave.
Ooh.
So are the 2 plate mail guys...
We'll say one's by the water and the other one's, because I was picturing the plate mail guys on opposite sides and then the leather guys on opposite, like.
Okay.
So if you went around the house, it'd be plate, leather,
So this says I can conjure up a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. The area can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and 10 feet tall. So can I arc it enough to at least get 2 guys?
Yeah, I'd say you can probably get a leather guy and a plate mail guy.
Okay, cool. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failure, a creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. On a success, a creature takes half damage and isn't knocked prone. The water then spreads out across the ground in all directions, extinguishing unprotected flames in the area. I was kind of hoping like the water would come from the lake, swoosh down, and if success would push them into the lake.
I love that.
With their plate mail being heavy,
Yep.
thinking they couldn't swim.
All right. The guy in leather rolled a 16.
That saves.
Saves. And then the guy in plate rolled an 8.
He fails, so that's good.
How deep's the lake? 2 feet. He stands
There's a
up.
drought and it's only 1 inch of water.
Yeah. So the spigot pelted with sprinkles that hurt for 1 point of damage.
But then it's Little John from Men in Tights.
Oh, I can't swim. If you don't pay the tolls, you don't need no rolls. All right.
Lend us your ears.
Do you want me to just do 4d8 for both and take full damage for one?
Yep.
All right.
Half of
So
that one.
I only got 1d8. 7, 8, 2. What's that? 17.
Yep.
3, 20.
All right. So 20 for the plate guy and 10 for one of the leather guys.
Yep. And plate guy is knocked prone. I'm guessing he wasn't washed out into the lake. That's what I was hoping for.
I like what you're trying to do, so we're gonna say he does get washed out to where he's starting to drown a little bit, but you have a feeling he's going to be back in the fight. Just it's gonna take him a while to get his footing.
Okay.
All right, skip him on his turn is what I'm gonna basically do.
We're all doing the wave.
All doing the wave. All right, enemy 1. So these are my enemies. We'll notice the guy swept away. He's gonna skip this turn because he's got swept away. The guy in the leather is going to rummage through his pockets and grab a little bag. He's going to throw it on the ground, and like a poof of smoke comes up, and you lose sight of him. And then the other plate guy just full on starts charging into the door. So he's going to get about halfway to like the doorway. So he's probably like 10 feet away from the door. And then the other leather guy is going to do the same thing. He's going to kind of drop a dust cloud and kind of do a stealth hide from you guys. So you kind of lost track of both leather guys. You're not
Nice.
sure where they're
Those
at anymore.
leather guys.
Those leather guys, their skin's so tough.
Woods, you are trying to speak with your goddess. Are you
Yeah.
going to continue doing this?
I'm going to give it a little bit longer. I am like down on both knees, like, Lucha, please. Like, I believe in you. You have chosen me to be here. You've plucked me out of the Delray Sanctuary for a reason, and I believe that reason's to serve you. I'm here pledging my life to you if you will help us in this situation.
All right, go ahead and roll 2d20.
19 and a 14. It was on a 20 and it rolled back to 14.
All right, 19 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
All right, nothing happens yet.
Okay.
You keep praying. We got this.
Vasso, that brings us up to you.
Okay, so Vasso's going to see the plated guy start charging.
Yes, exactly. You can see that.
Vasso's going to see the plated guy charging towards the door. Actually, first off, how does Vasso feel now that he's on the other
You are
side?
definitely getting irritable.
Okay.
Vaso.
Okay. So he, with him being irritable, he sees this guy coming. He's going to basically ready in action. How many turns? I mean, do you think it'll be next turn when he gets to the door?
Next turn, he's going to be slamming through that front or back door because he went to the back door.
Okay. So I guess he's going to, since he's irritable, he's going to go ahead and go into rage.
Okay.
Like he's got his, he's gripping his axe really hard and starting to growl a little bit and getting ready to go.
All right, are you going to stand in the doorway?
You're growling?
Growling.
You're
I know, I love it.
You're pretty sexy when you're angry.
Well, no, I mean, I know he's raging, but he's still smart, so he's gonna be some to the side, so he's not. The door's not going to land on him.
Yeah,
I could be
was
an
just
intellectual and a brute. Thank you very much.
Whatchamacallit, when Bruce Banner and Hulk
Yeah.
come together
That's
as
what
one.
I was imagining what you were doing when you were meditating, but you can't perform because
I'm working on it.
And Infinity Ward, remember when he's trying to and he can't.
And You can't.
That's what I imagine you're
Yeah, it
doing
was
right now. So.
And it's like, I want to come out.
Alrighty, we're gonna get up to Clyde's turn. He's going to like open the door and then shoot an arrow out at the charging plate mail guy. So he's going to get 2 attacks in. Man, I wish I rolled better for him, but whatever.
We do too.
They both hit the guy's plate mail, but doesn't actually pierce through the armor just because angle wasn't right. And that brings us up to Kincaid.
Do I see the guy I knocked prone in the water?
Yeah, you see him starting to get back up. He's kind of like heaving, trying to get the water out of his lungs from being unexpectedly smothered in water. But he's probably waist deep at this point.
Would I say have maybe advantage since he's
In the water?
in plate mail?
Yeah. What
Cool.
are you trying to do?
I want to cast Witch Bolt at him at a second level.
Ooh, way to call it.
Good call. Yep.
So I have advantage.
Yep, you have advantage.
19 plus 8, 27.
That
Nice.
definitely hits.
That is, let me double check, 2d12.
And it's lightning.
It's lightning and he's in the water.
He's in the water and wearing plate mail.
Thunder.
So I'm going to say he's
Conducted.
I'm going to say he's vulnerable to lightning. So that means
Nice.
so that means he gets a double damage.
6, 4, 10.
10. Do you get your spell attack modifier or anything for that, or is it just 2d?
I think it's just 2d. I get more to hit. Yeah, just 2d12.
All right, what did you roll? 10.
10.
So he takes 20 damage because he's very electric at this moment.
And do I see the other plate mail guy coming through the other door?
He's not quite through the door yet. If you want to roll a perception to see if you noticed him when Clyde opened the door real fast to shoot, you're welcome to. But you were also focusing outside, so hence the perception check.
Okay. Non-natural 20.
That is, yeah, you definitely notice when he got the door open that he's about 10 feet away from the door. So you know that next round he's going to be either bursting through the door or running through the doorway if it's open.
But I don't see him yet.
You'd see him like, but the door's closed now.
Oh,
And you
okay.
know he's about 10 feet on the other side of it. Does that make sense?
Okay. I didn't know if I could ready a spell for when he comes in or if that's outside the scope of...
You want to use... I
was going to use sorcery points to...
I think we could use a sorcery point, and then you can use your reaction to cast a spell. I think that's
Cool.
I think that's a reasonable mechanic for a sorcerer. Wizard.
I do
What
too.
are you? Sorcerer.
Sorcerer. Okay. So I'm going to use 2, and then I'm going to ready another spell.
Okay. You don't have to time out the spells. We'll just say using sorcery points, you can cast a spell as a reaction. All right. That brings us up to enemies. It's me. All right. The guy that just got electric. Is he stunned?
I mean, that's up to you. He's wearing plate mail, and he's in the water and just took lightning damage.
I'm going to say he can still move, but at half speed, so he's still going to be in the water, but he's going to be knee deep at this point. And then we'll
You have
just
to do the electric slide.
In the water.
in the water.
It's electric.
We'll do the other plate mill guy, since they're the ones that are just charging in. He charges through, just bursts through the door. And it sounds like 2 things are going to happen as soon as he bursts through the door. So we'll have Vasso go first.
Vasso's going to take a big old swing. So if I want to use inspiration, do I have to call it now or
Nope.
can I wait?
I'll let you re-roll afterwards.
14.
14 is going to miss.
I'm going to use inspiration.
Okay, sounds good.
24.
24 hits. These plate guys are going to be taking some damage.
11 damage.
Not that much, apparently, though. Okay. He takes it. He kind of trips up a little bit because he wasn't expecting to get hit right away. So I am going to roll a dex save to see if he falls prone. He does not. He is able to catch himself, but he was a little surprised by your immediate attack. Kincaid, what were you doing as your reaction?
I'm casting Frostbite at him.
Okay. That's at a attack
It's actually a Constitution.
save.
Yeah, I think it was going
Do you want to change your mind?
Yeah, I thought it was a attack roll. I'll firebolt him.
Okay.
And I get advantage because he's next to Vasso,
And
right?
he's raging, yep.
24.
24 hits.
Kincaid's on fire. No, this other guy's on fire.
One's electric, one's on fire.
9 damage.
Plate mail guy kind of takes it in stride And then he's going to lower his sword, and he's just going to swing at Vasso since that's the closest person to him. So he's going to attack you 3 times with his sword. A 16, 18, and a 15.
The 15 meets, so they all hit? Or
Yep, they all hit. So 9, 18, 23 slashing damage.
I take half.
You take half. So 12? No, 11.
11.
In D&D, you round it down. So 11 slashing damage. Looking to see how much damage you had originally.
Yep.
And everybody can make a perception check if they like.
Oh, I like
Except for Woods, because Woods is doing something else.
17.
10.
With your 17, Kincaid, you are going to notice some dust kind of falling down from the ceiling, like somebody is climbing on the roof.
On the roof. Leatherman is on the roof, possibly.
Possibly. And that leads us up to Woods.
Okay. Lucha, please. I pledge my life to you. Lucha, I will fight for you. Lucha, I will protect you. Lucha, please come to me.
Okay, go ahead and roll. I like it, so I'll give you 3 D20s this time.
19, 11, and 7.
19, 11, and 7. All right, you start seeing Woods' eyes start to glow a little bit, and you're starting to feel a connection with your goddess, but not enough to enter goddess mode yet.
Okay.
Are you going to continue praying? Okay.
Guess I have a plan.
You have a plan.
I have
Okay.
a plan for the next time.
All right, Vasso.
Vasso is just going to swing at the guy that just attacked him.
Okay, sounds good.
Because, you hit him 3 times, he's
Angry
pretty
about it,
angry
yeah.
at him.
That makes sense to me.
Hulk smash here. 17.
That one might miss.
What happened?
17 misses.
11.
11. Yep. So they both miss. Maybe you were a little bit surprised. So you're trying to get up, but you're used to fighting to Noah. They don't usually wear plate armor, so you're just scratching across the plate.
Okay.
All right. Your father, though, on the other hand, is going to drop his bow and take out his sword. And he's going to attack twice. He's going to hit on both of them. You kind of sense that maybe he's got more combat experience, even though you don't remember him being a combatant. So this is really surprising to you, but he's pretty good with his sword and hits him for 25 damage, to put it in perspective. And
Your dad's kind of a bad A.
Yeah.
Kincaid, that brings us up to you.
Well, since my friend's still in the water, I'm going to reenact my witch bolt.
Yep.
For another
Auto hits.
2d12. 11. 5, 16. So 32.
32. He's not doing too hot out there. You see him kind of like jolt and maybe even like falls to his knees, but he's not down. But he's definitely starting to have like smoke rising from him because he's getting charred on the inside there. I see you looking at something, so.
I guess that's all I can really do.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, where's the dust coming down from the roof?
You see the dust coming down from the roof is coming more towards like the center of the pitch of the roof. And as you look up, you see now that there is like a saw blade that is kind of cutting a hole in the top. Yep, exactly. Cutting a hole in the top of the lodging.
It's going to like reverse Wile E. Coyote and they're going to like fall up since we're in Dorma. All right. I think I have a magical dagger.
I think you did because you picked up one from the Purple Knights.
Yes.
That was a magical dagger that your people used to keep on them as their, like the guards would keep.
Yeah, so I'm just writing that in case something
I want to say
down.
it was +2.
Sounds right.
A +2 magic dagger.
I probably have it
we
written
decided.
somewhere.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Enemies. Plate mail guy that's outside is going to continue walking half speed, so he's out of the water now. And plate mail guy inside is going to attack 3 times. Same thing. He's going to be trying to down Vasso over there. 10, 15, and 23.
The 15 and 23 hit.
All right, so 15 slashing damage.
15.
15, yep.
Okay. 7.
You then hear clear out as the plate mail guy is going to jump out of the building. So you guys can do attacks of opportunity on him, Vasso and Clyde. if you guys want to try to do an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Okay. Clyde hit him.
18.
18 is going to hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
16 damage.
Nice. All right, now I need everybody to roll a dexterity saving throw as you're seeing a flask kind of falling through from the ceiling.
I'm going to purposely fail it.
You're going to purposely fail it because you're just not going to try to get out of the way. You're not changing your position, nothing at all.
Mm-mm.
All right, is anyone going to try to... Never mind.
Yes.
I'm that, but I'm partly because I don't see it. Like, I'm that focused.
Oh, you're focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys hear it clear out. Somebody leaves, and then Vasso and Kincaid, you see this glowing flask dropping from the ceiling. You have time to use a reaction. Vasso, you used yours already for the attack of opportunity.
Oh, so I have a reaction?
You have a reaction if you want to do something.
Well, had I known that.
I would have just known.
Had I just known.
You only get one reaction, unfortunately.
I know.
Okay, can I use my reaction to cast Gust and send the flask going back up?
If you use your sorcery points to do that, I'm fine with that. Since we've just established you can use your quickening sorcery points to cast reaction.
Yeah. Because it says you create a small blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried and that weighs no more than 5 pounds.
Okay.
If the object is pushed up to 10 feet away from you, it isn't pushed with enough force to cause damage.
Okay. Are you trying to get it to go back out the hole?
Well, where's it at when I see it?
About halfway down by the time you would have reacted, if that makes sense. So you can either try to push it out the door, or you can try to push it straight back up. You said back up, so I was just curious if you're trying to just hit the ceiling or if you're trying to get it through the hole or what you're trying to do.
Can I manipulate it to shoot it out to my guy that's in the water?
You can try it. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
But what is your, what's your modifier? Charisma?
Yes.
All right, let's do a charisma check just to see how well you've weaved the magic to actually make it through the doorway.
Nice knowing y'all. 10.
I'm going to say you get it at the doorway, but you don't make it to the person.
Okay.
But it does explodes into a fiery mass that covers the whole front yard. And you had a feeling that this would have covered the entire area inside the house.
Y'all are welcome. Keep praying. You're good. I'm just trying to bide you time so you can get us out of here.
But Kincaid, you need to make I'll just shoot it. Hold on.
Oh, we're just going to shoot it.
Whatever.
Well, I forgot.
I am DM.
I forgot how D&D works, and they have things called attacks. Instead of dodge the bolt coming at you, I can just shoot you and see what happens. Does a 22 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
All right, make a Constitution saving throw.
Jeez. 9 plus something. 5 somehow. 14.
Ooh, just below. All right, so you take 4 piercing damage and 12 poison damage.
So 16 total.
16 total. As you have this crossbow bolt sticking into your shoulder. And then you look out and you see one of those leather guys in the field, and he kind of hides behind some of that smoke fume that just went out there. So you lose the sight of him again.
Ugh. Okay.
And that brings us up to Woods.
Okay. Woods is going to... She was like down on her like knees praying. She's going to stand holding her bow out, and she's going to start doing kind of like some like warrior yoga.
Okay.
As she says the following thing. So picture like arms going out above her head, coming down to her chest, and like she kind of is going to pull her bow to one side and then pull her bow to the other.
Archer pose?
Yeah, like it's like archer pose, like just trying to really just like bring it in. And she's going to louder so like you guys can now hear and not just like in her head, but Lucha, I pledge my life to you. Lucha, I pledge my heart to you. Lucha, I will serve you. Lucha, I will protect you until my last breath.
All right, go ahead and roll. I like it again. So 3d20. Make sure that's a d20.
That is not a D20.
It's a D12.
That was a 8.
Oh, not even close.
20, 10, 11.
All righty. So for the listeners, I was looking to when Woods would match numbers. So she just matched the second number, so you can enter into goddess mode.
Perfect.
Go ahead and roll a d4
3.
for 3 rounds.
Yes.
I don't know how you would know you're gonna have it for 3 rounds.
Well, I would
but
just maybe just discern that my time's going to be running out soon.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
you can.
Lucia told her.
18 seconds.
18 seconds.
Isn't it 30 seconds? 10
No,
seconds?
6-second
Oh,
rounds.
yeah, that's right.
I'll let you act this round.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I'm ready. I guess, can I just like blast through the roof? Like I can fly, right?
Yeah, you can fly.
So if I like fly up through the roof, there's somebody on the roof, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're gonna take some bludgeoning damage from shattering through the roof, but you're welcome to do that.
Yeah, I want to do that. And I want to like shoot through the roof and like grab him, the guy on the roof, and just like chuck him across the pond.
I don't know if you make it across the pond, but you can at least throw him off the roof.
I want to throw him off the roof onto the ground.
Okay.
So he like dies.
Well, I
or
don't know if
gets
he'll die,
well,
but he'll get some damage. But
yeah,
yeah.
that's what I want to do.
All right, so you're gonna fly through the roof.
So you guys just see like all of a sudden like I'm doing these like warrior poses, and then next thing you know I just have like
Spreaded some wings.
just am turned into this deity, and I go like one solid swoop down, and I go crashing through the roof.
I mean, Kincaid just got hit by a poison dart, so he's like, wow. Darts was trippy.
What?
What's going
All right,
on?
What's his flying?
Go ahead and roll 3d6 for your bludgeoning damage as you're getting scraped and hit with the rafters of the roof and all that stuff.
5.
5. Okay, so you take 5 damage. Nice rolls.
Yeah, I know. I need a.
And I'd say roll is competing strength, but the guy that's on the roof is not known for his strength, so I'm going to assume he's just going to fail.
It's a good
Okay,
assumption.
I have a plus. Yeah, I have a +4 to
He
strength.
likes to use poisons and
Yeah.
flasks. He doesn't want to go in combat.
Coward.
Okay. I have,
And he's quite surprised that there's now a deity in front of him.
yeah, so she's just gonna like grab him and like throw him, and then just like blood curling, just like scream. And she just has so much rage built up into her.
Roll a d4.
3.
All right, so in your chaos, you didn't really notice that there was a large fire out in the front yard, and you just decided to throw it in one direction, but you chose randomly the right direction, and so you actually threw him into the burning fire.
Perfect. Love it.
Ouch.
So he's going to take, and I'm going to have you, will you roll it for me?
Yeah.
He's going to take, let's see, 30 feet would be 3d6 for the bludgeoning damage.
5, 6, 9.
And then I think I was going to do 3d8 for the fire damage each round you're in the fire.
2, 5, 10 total.
10. All right. So you took quite a bit of damage. You can tell he didn't like it because he's not necessarily a up close and personal type fighter.
Mm.
All right. And that brings us up to Vasso.
So he. All right. First of all,
That was pretty cool.
That was good.
first of all, he's impressed with his dad's fighting skills.
Uh-huh.
Then he sees Wood just turn into this crazy monster and shoot through the roof.
Hey,
So,
I
like-
summoned a bunch of water, shooting lightning at people, fire
he-
bolts.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
he
give me some
sees
credit, bro.
Kincaid creating tidal waves over here. So he's just impressed and he's super amped up. So
Sure,
he's
sure.
gonna go charging towards the one guy that's not in the fire. I think. Well, he didn't one guy leave.
Yeah, he dove out of the building because he knew that
Yeah.
they were going to be dropping a alchemist flask into the middle of the...
Yeah. So he's gonna go after him.
Okay, so you're just chasing after the guy that just fled away from you.
Yeah.
All right, sounds
Yeah,
good.
like-
He's right on the other side of the door because he didn't go that far.
Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna go up there and he's gonna swing at him.
Okay, so as you step out the door, go ahead and he's going to make an attack of opportunity on you as his reaction because he was waiting on the other side of the door. Does a 23 hit you? All right, he took 7 slashing damage as you ran around. And he was basically what happened is he jumped out the doorway, but then just like immediately turned so that when somebody fled, you could stab him. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Same thing that you tried to do to him when he ran through the door. All right, but now you can do your action as you normally would.
Yep. I'm gonna swing at him. Crit fail.
Yeah, the attack really surprised you. So go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Ooh.
D100.
That's a first.
I know, I had to start using some more dice, using some more rolls.
You don't have an actual huge, big 100 dice?
2.
2.
2.
All right, he
Almost a crit fail.
almost a crit fail.
Another crit fail.
That would have been really bad. He actually cut off your left hand.
Ooh.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for spending the time listening to us on our podcast. It really just means a lot to us. If you are enjoying this content, please like and subscribe to this channel and help pass this along to your friends so we can grow our listenership as well. You should also check us out on our website at carriageresttales.com. At our website, you'll be able to access some of our additional content, such as our one-shot episodes, but you'll also be able to see some of the information on how you can get a hold of us, either through social media or email. As always, thanks again for being a listener, and don't be a stranger. We'd love to hear from you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
You cut off my left hand?
Yep, and that's why you ended up dropping your sword.
Oh.
Oh.
So he's going to let out like a loud...
Yeah, Woods can feel that in her heart.
Yeah.
Like she whips around.
And then...
I just want to say, in retrospect, if you rolled a 1, you would have died. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
that's what...
I would have died. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Nick as a person is really processing this right now.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
You Jamie Lannistered him.
I did. Wasn't an axe.
Yeah, so he, I mean,
Was it a sword
I
or
imagine
axe?
Vasso is
It was
just
a
going to be
sword.
in pain.
Yeah, you're a little distracted, so that kind of ends your turn with the crit fail.
Yeah,
and
and
almost a
he's
second
like-
crit fail.
Yeah, he's holding his hand.
With your
like,
good arm.
Yeah, well, like at the,
The nub.
yeah, at the nub.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That just was, oh my gosh, this is
Oh,
a
you're
lot.
reading your
You were
card.
reading
I was
something,
like,
I was
Oh,
like,
no, sorry.
She's going to pull something out that I don't know is going to happen, which is usually happens. All right.
what you should have done is you got your hand cut off, look at your dad like, Father! Did like a Luke Skywalker.
But seeing you in agony and all that, Clyde is just going to like reach out and grab your back and just pull you back through the doorway, back inside. Then he's going to stand in the doorway, and you can tell he's just full on like Papa Bear mode, like he's putting himself between you and the person in front of you, kind of like a defense mode.
How many people are left?
You guys haven't killed anybody yet.
Gotcha.
We're getting close.
You're getting close to killing one. 1.5. That leather guy did not take that hit really well.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, since Clive is a more experienced fighter, he is actually going to thrust his sword just through the wall because he knows the guy's on the other side of it, since he just saw cut off his son's hand. So he's a little angry.
I mind this house is made out of straw.
No, it's a wooden house. It's just a very strong man. He does make it through and hits him for 7 damage. Not a lot because he's hitting him through a wall. That brings us up to Kincaid.
Wow. Is there like a table in front of me? Like,
The table is already shattered because that's what happened when Clyde had
I
summoned
was
his
looking for
armor.
something to hide behind. I know the bolts are coming at me.
Yeah. You
Like a chair or something.
Yeah, there'd probably be some chairs that you could maybe pick up as like a makeshift shield. You know what I mean? Like holding it in front of you.
Okay.
I'm going to do that. I'll
do
give
that.
you an additional 2 to your armor class.
I'll take it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to reenact my witch bolt and my dude in the water.
Okay. He's not in the water anymore, so we're going to do 1.5 times because he's in steel, but he's still really wet.
Okay. 11 and 2.
So 13
Eight.
times 1.5 would be
20. Another 7.
so 20. He is still up, but he definitely fell to his knees, and you see him just completely ignore his sword, and he's starting to try to get a crossbow that's on his back.
Hold on. Looking something up.
You're fine.
Is he within 10 feet of me?
No, I don't think he is because you pushed him back into the lake, and I don't think a building would be 10 feet next to a lake. You know, I think there'd be more space there.
Gotcha.
I'd say maybe 30 feet. Hope Vasso's not mad at me.
Say what?
Then hope Vasso's not mad at me.
They're full of nubs.
Nubs.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do now.
I don't remember if your weapon was two-handed or one-handed. If it's one-handed, you could still obviously use it, but if it's two-handed, you're going to have to drop it down to something else. Yeah.
This is uncharacteristic of me, but since I now have this robe of useful items,
Yes.
none of it's really useful.
They're useful like a normal mundane things like a ladder.
Yeah.
a
I'm
lan-
gonna pull
lantern.
out a dagger
Okay.
from my robe of useful items and throw it.
Throw it in the dagger?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a dexterity attack. Would you be proficient with daggers? I'd say yes.
I have, yeah.
Because you were in the guard, so you would have carried
Yeah.
one of those daggers.
Okay. So I get a +5
Okay.
to hit. I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Who'd you hit?
He rolled a 1.
Oh, hit Vasso.
No, it was the other direction. You cut off your other hand.
Just right through the middle.
Yeah. It was in the opposite direction.
Go ahead and roll a D100.
Ooh.
It ricochets and hits
Hits
you
yourself.
in the forehead.
I am thinking ricochet, just because you're in a building.
67.
All right, yeah, it definitely ricochets, but doesn't hit you. It lands at your feet, but like into the ground. But your turn's over, obviously.
Obviously, never thrown a dagger before, so
Obviously, no.
I had to do something.
It's my turn.
It is enemy's turn. I'm going to say that with your crit fail, because you threw the dagger, you kind of dropped your makeshift shield a little bit. So another arrow comes flying in at you. Does a 15 hit you?
It does.
All right, roll your Constitution saving throw.
20.
Nice. You save from the poison, but you still take 9 piercing damage.
Jeez.
The other guy that was in leather is going to start rolling out of the fire. He knows to roll instead of get up and run, so he's trying to smother the fire as he rolls out. Go ahead and still roll the 3d8. We'll just half it because he started in the fire, but he's leaving.
18.
18, thank you.
So 9 damage. And he is going to use his whole movement just to get out of the fire. He's going to stand up and he's going to run off to like some bushes and breaks your guys' line of sight because you're still in the building. The other leather guy already shot you. The guy that was the hand remover is going to step back into view and attack. I guess it would be Clyde.
Clyde.
I guess it'd be Clyde because
Yeah,
he's
he attacks Klein, for sure. I've got all the hit points left.
Wasn't that one of my guys in the boat? Yeah. Sure could use them right now.
He hits for, I'm not really worried too much about damage, but I'm going to track it just in case it gets super high. For 22 hit points on Vasso's dad. But Vasso's dad seems to take it pretty well. He seems like he actually can take quite a bit of a beating. And the guy that has a witch bolt attached to him is going to eventually get his crossbow sent out. He's going to disadvantage though on you. So does an 8 hit you, Kincaid?
Does not.
All right, that's all that guy can do. He's going to slowly start crawling closer to try to get a better shot as he starts reloading, but he also can't come that much closer because there's a big fire in the way.
Okay.
Brings us up to Woods.
Okay. Woods is going to fly back through the hole in the roof
Yeah,
and land.
the big hole.
Yeah, and just like look at her two friends, like, and just literally open her wings to like motion you to come in, and yell for Clyde, and she wants to transport out.
Okay. Is Clyde going to go? What do you think, Vasso?
So Vasto, he'll look up at his dad and be like, just go. Let's go with her. She knows what she's doing. She's going to get us out of here.
Okay. He will go to turn and flee. The guy's going to take an attack of opportunity at him. Doesn't matter if he hits or misses because he got plenty of hit points. And he reaches out and grabs Vasso, and you teleport away.
Yeah,
Where are you going to?
we're going to my temple.
Yep. I forgot you only found one spot so
We
far.
only have been there once.
Yep.
Man, I was so close to killing that guy too.
And she's gonna like slowly release you guys, and tuck her wings behind her back, and then like just look at her friends and like get instantly so sad in her heart because of all the things that like they're going through and everything that's happening. And she's gonna reach out and touch both of them and give you both 20 hit points back. I can do this 3 times a day. My question is, when I come out of this form, do I get those 20 hit points also?
That's tricky because I was playing it more like a druid
Okay.
where you would pick up her hit points.
Yeah. Okay. That's
So
fine.
when you leave that form, you would just go back to your old form.
Okay.
So I don't think you would.
Okay. That's fine.
Like she'd get the 20 hit points, but then her form gets released.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess I'll just do it to Clyde. Also, I
Yep.
have 3 to use, so, and I kind of know my time's running out, so I'm just gonna like back on my knees and just slowly my wings disappear.
And you see the wings kind of slowly disappear, and you see Clyde kind of like very spaced out, like, "Oh, that was different. Do you guys do that often?"
And like
Oh,
I'm gonna
this is a first.
open my eyes, like, did it work?
Yeah, we're
'Cause
in-
I
looks
blacked
like we're in the
out.
temple.
Yeah.
We
This
know
is-
where this is,
Yeah,
right?
this
Yeah.
is the second time you've done it, Kincaid, because you guys did it once when you guys were in your long rest with the cave elves.
Yeah, we teleported one time because that's how I found out I could do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
I didn't even know it was happening.
I forgot about that.
But it's the first time Vasso's done it, and obviously the first time Clyde's done it.
I'm going to immediately start taking some like cloth and stuff and wrapping his hand up.
Vasso's just on the ground, just holding his hand,
It's
like trying to stop the bleeding and tying it up.
yeah.
We probably need to cauterize that.
It says hit points free any curse, disease, poison, blindness, or deafness.
I don't think a
That's
missing
not-
hand is a curse.
Handness is not a.
Handiness, mending
would
doesn't
like-
work on.
Cure wounds. I mean, how do we
It's a
fix
pretty
this?
big wound.
No, how do we like fix this so he doesn't die?
Yeah, I was
He's already
gonna
doing
I
that.
was
Okay.
gonna cast bonfire, take a dagger, and give you something to bite down on, and
Oh,
Yep, you'll take a
have
D,
some-
take a D6 of damage just from the burning
burn.
burn damage.
Oh, look at that, a 6.
6.
oh, perfect. Yeah.
Good time to roll.
Well,
It really.
Am I
it
still
really.
raging though? Like,
you are still raging.
Yeah.
I would
You know,
say,
he-
I'd
yeah.
say you'd still be raging while your hand's missing and just getting treated.
It really cauterized the
Yeah.
wound.
So you
It
took
worked.
3.
Yeah.
stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start wrapping it up and.
Yeah, treating it. You know how
Yeah.
to do treatments now that you're kind of starting to get back your memories of being a general.
Mhm.
You would have had some field training.
All this is happening. Woods is starting to like just perimeter check quickly. Like she wants to make sure there's no one, like no Denoa, none of the things around. Like they're not in a threat.
I guess I didn't realize that you still would be in Dorma
Uh-huh.
because you got teleported to your temple as Lucha. So yeah, you are still in Dorma. Do a quick brainward check, but you don't see any Denoa around.
Okay.
So if we open a rift now, we'd go back to the Elven cave,
We would go back to the edge of the forest.
but we're close to the elves,
Yeah, near Black Bay Harbor. So we're kind of close to where we want to be.
so they
Ish.
might be able to help with his hand. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. If they're still there. It was 2 years ago, year and a half ago.
Well, yeah, I mean they're there.
Oh
Because
yeah, we
I,
called her.
I called her on my cell phone.
Yeah.
Well, should we rest here? Like take a
Vasso
moment,
is just
rest.
Vasso is agitated right
Yeah,
now.
no,
Yeah,
we
we
need
need to probably
we
get out
need
of
to
Dorma.
All right, so I'm going to. Oh crap!
I can open rifts, right?
No, I can open. That's fine. I can open rifts, but I just don't want 100%. Open a small. I want to open a very small rift. So I just kind of look around.
Okay.
I don't want to just open this rift and like, what if we just start? There's just a bunch of order light there. I don't know what is happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're
like,
fine.
I want to test this out a bit and like open it, maybe like low on the ground or something. Or
So-
if I climb up into a tree and open it, like, will that give me like the ability to look down and around?
Sure, you can do that.
Okay.
Which one are you doing? Low on the ground
No, I'm gonna go
or up
high.
in the tree? Okay.
Great.
So you climb up a tree and you open a rift, and you just see the temple of Selene in Ivana.
Okay. And I can't discern any threats
Nope.
from the 5 seconds, 10 seconds I'm going to look at through.
Yep, exactly. You don't see any threats in there. It's just a pretty rundown temple just because it's so old. Like not like it was desecrated, but it's just an old temple.
Old temple.
Okay. I'm going to come back down to the ground and open a normal sized rift.
And as a reminder, it doesn't take as much to
So
open
this
a
is what I've
rift.
been doing. You can tell me if I'm wrong or not. But if there's 4 of us going through, it takes 4 hit points.
Sure, that works for me.
And then it takes that much to close it.
It takes 8 to close it.
Okay.
Because rifts you've started to realize over the last couple of weeks since you've been like walking around, if you remembered, we talked about rifts are getting easier to open but harder to close.
Okay. So, and then my little one I just opened was like 1 point, but then 2 to close.
Okay.
So it makes
I think that's an
3.
easy mechanic to
Yeah. It's
keep
just
the
double.
concept of the game, but
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. So then it's going to take me 12 to do all that.
correct. And that's using your bow. If you didn't have the bow, it'd be doubled all that.
Okay. We are now in Ivana.
Cue Ivana music.
Yeah.
All right, let's get someplace safe. Like,
Yeah.
do we know exactly where we are?
Yep, you know exactly where you are. The same. It was the dark forest. Now it's just a normal forest. And you immediately recognize where you're at because for you guys, it hasn't been that long since you were here. It maybe is more trees have sprouted and grown, but still the forest. You know where you're at.
How far away are we from the cave?
I think we decided it was like a day because you took a boat to get back to Stringham. And then from there, it was like I think it was a 4-hour walk to the cave. So you could probably just walk to the cave in a day.
If we stayed at the cave, would it be could we long rest there? Is it a safe space or no?
You don't know that yet. It's been 2 years since you've been there. It was last time.
It was last time. I couldn't remember because there was a big rift if we considered that a safe space or not.
Yeah, we did consider it a safe
Okay.
space because they had a encampment on both sides. So that nothing was going to be going in and out of the rift that wasn't known.
What do you want to do, Vasso? What do you feel like doing? Do you want to rest here for a bit? We can take a beat. You can collect your thoughts.
Let's go. Let's keep moving and go to the elf cave.
All right, I'm gonna do some cure wounds on myself.
As you guys are walking there.
Yeah.
As you were walking, Clyde, Vasso, glad you're okay enough. You didn't lose your life. That was very scary. Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be okay. I just gotta figure out how to live life now with one arm or one hand.
And what was your fighting style? Was it two-handed?
So I had a two-handed axe.
Do you have any other weapons
I've
that are
got,
obvious?
Yeah, I've got a hand axe that I could use. So it's
Okay.
like just a smaller axe.
You got that blade, don't you?
Yeah, and that.
Yeah, he
the
doesn't
black-
know about your blade, though.
But that came out of your one hand.
It was a bracelet, wasn't
It's
it?
a bracelet.
Yeah.
I imagine it would have been his dominant hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're just assuming you're right-handed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
So is that the hand is that the hand he lost? Your dominant hand?
He lost his left hand.
Okay.
So I see you can't wield your battle axe anymore. I think it's time I give you this one. And he's going to give you his sword. If you want. It's going to be a +2 sword. It's a magic sword.
Okay.
And once you learn how to use it, you'll have that same ability to recall the sword.
To what?
To recall the sword. So if you let out a loud whistle, the sword will come back to you. So if you were to say throw the sword,
Oh.
you can then use a bonus action to have the sword fly back to you, like Thor's hammer, but a sword.
I was
Make sure you
thinking,
catch the right side.
Was it Yondu's arrow?
Yandu's arrow.
Yondu's arrow.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool as a sword.
Yeah.
Except you also
Might
have
be
to
a little
whistle
powerful.
in the game.
Yeah, that's me trying to whistle.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't hear anything. Nobody heard anything, so that's my whistle.
The sword's never coming back.
It's a dog whistle.
Only dogs hear it.
Only
Mhm.
diagnosis here. And I guess if you're going to continue to travel, which it sounds like you are, I'd like you to have your mother's circlet, and he takes it off of his head. So circlet's kind of like very,
It's like a tiara
Yeah,
type of thing.
but it's not like it's just like a band around your head, like a metal band around your head. It is going to be a circlet of flying. So you're
circlet?
a circlet. It's like a circle with a T
Okay.
on the end of it. Circlet of flying. So,
And you lose a hand, you get all these cool magic
I don't
items.
know.
well, he was always going to get the stuff
Oh.
from his parents.
So it's not just a consolation
It's not
prize.
just a consolation. It's going to give you the ability to fly. So you now have move 30 feet or you can fly 30 feet.
You're cool.
Have fun with that.
Wow. Flying quarter orcs.
Flying corner.
Fine quarter, one-handed quarter. He's a one-handed quarter orc. Fine.
Who has one
I feel
thumb
like
and can
I
fly?
feel like I leveled up here.
I feel like you did.
Sweet.
We got to hand it to you, Vasso.
Oh.
You guys are going to
High
continue.
five.
You guys are going to
Okay,
continue
right-handed.
on to the Elven Cave. It takes you, again, about a day to get there. We'll say it's starting to get to dusk since we do everything at dusk. And you see that they have a couple of guards out front, but it looks more or less kind of the same as what you remember. It's very well hidden. There's a little cave entrance, and you see 2 guards out front.
We're going to let Vasso go first and
Can you call?
ask for...
Maybe can you call her first?
Oh yeah, I got my.
That's a
cell
great
phone.
idea.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
just for giggles, can you pull out the Vasso tapestry and see where it's pointing?
Oh, yeah.
Nomis tapestry.
What'd I say?
Vasso.
Vasso's
Vasso has the
Yeah,
tapestry.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do it.
Yeah, he's a little harder for him to open now.
Yeah.
I just
I
pictured...
got my handful.
Yeah.
I just pictured we have you wrapped up, so like your
Yeah.
hands like resting on your chest and you can't use it.
Yeah, I can't
You're a
really.
nub.
I'm still. Yeah.
Figuring out what to do with that
You're
one.
still in so much. You just lost a limb.
Yeah.
Like you
But
gotta
now he
keep
can
in
fly.
pain.
And you're pulling open the Tapestry of Nomus. It is
Yes.
pulling you.
Does it work when you hold it?
I thought we
doesn't-
tried it.
It doesn't work when you hold it.
No,
yeah.
only
It
works when
doesn't?
we hold
It
it.
doesn't because you don't have a connection to Nomus or Vive.
I'll
Oh.
hold it.
Okay, so you hold it, Woods,
hmm
and it pulls you south, southwest, south.
Okay. From
Towards-
wherever-
Not towards the cave.
Stringham.
Stringham is on the way to Black Bay Harbor.
So
it's,
we're still trying to go to Black Bay Harbor.
it's still kind of pulling you in the direction of
Okay.
Black Bay Harbor.
I was just curious.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. Might as well have all the information after you teleported because you were going mostly west. Now you need to go south because you just moved
So
about
confusing.
half the world away.
I'm gonna hold your phone up to your ear for you.
He can do it with his other.
I still have one hand.
Okay, well,
It's a flip phone.
Trying to help.
Vasso, hi.
Hey, are you at the cave right now?
Well, yeah, we're here. We're just about ready to sit down for dinner. They just had a great catch. I'm so excited. There's striped bass and there's eel, and it's one of my favorites. I'm so excited.
Does Vasso remember the elves eating all this seafood?
Yes, because you remember that they would always
We
be
were so skeptical
Yep.
about
Yeah.
everything. Like, is this real? Like, is this real?
You guys had to remember that every time you were there in the morning, there was always a fishing crew going out.
Okay. I'm gonna ask her. So in the past 2 years, has there been new people that joined your encampment?
No, we still try to stay pretty quiet and isolated because we're not sure how the, I guess, Ivanians will take our presence.
Okay.
Just
So,
trying to think of
so
a way to
there's,
say
there's
it
no
for Ivana.
there's no like order members there or anything.
Oh, the White and Black clan? No, they
Okay.
steal people. We try to stay away from them.
Okay.
Smart.
So we're like right outside.
Oh my gosh! And you just hear like she just drops the phone and you hear her running away, and then you like 30 seconds later you see her like power slide out of the and she is running towards you, really excited, ready to hug you. And as she gets closer, you see her getting more and more nervous and scared because she's starting to see this bloody cloth that's across your chest.
And I meant to tell you that I lost a hand. Oh, you're right here.
She like pecks you on the side. She's like, "Are you okay? Did that hurt? I didn't want to hurt you."
Yeah, it hurts pretty bad.
It looks pretty. Has it been treated?
Yeah,
My
buddy.
I did my
Kincaid.
best.
Oh, okay.
That's
Thank
why I
you,
thought we
Kincaid.
should come here to get proper treatment.
Oh, yeah. Let's get you inside. We'll get you to healer. We'll get you guys some food. And who is this?
This would be good.
This is my dad.
Get out of
Vasso, I didn't know we were there yet. Hello, Mr. Oh, jeez. Vasso?
Clyde.
Clyde. Hello, Clyde. I'm not talking to two NPCs at the same time. Hello, darling.
Wow, that was creepy.
That was so creepy.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
I was waiting for the dungeon master to have a conversation with
Conversation with
himself.
Conversation
Yeah.
with himself.
I don't do that.
Swivel your chairs like
this way.
Yeah.
talking to this
way.
person, this
And then
person.
way. Well, let's get inside and get you some food. We'll get you Vasso treated. Clyde, it's really nice to meet you. I'm hoping we can catch up sometime. So you guys head inside, and it is just like you remember it's going to be. Did you guys want to do a long rest?
Oh my God, yes. Like, Woods finds the closest free space to collapse and she falls over.
I guess we'll be doing a long rest in, what do we call it, Cave Town?
Yeah.
Cave Town.
Cave Town.
Yep. And Vasso's going to hang out away from the open rift.
Yep. You will notice that the rift is a lot bigger. And we're also going to notice that Vasso, you're going to learn from your boo that she can now stay in Ivana for 4 days.
Oh,
Instead
yeah.
of just 2.
Extra honeymoon time.
Oh, good deal.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, looks like the bard has done it again. What a splendid crowd y'all have been. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to listen to our podcast. It really means a lot to us. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review. It's really going to help us grow our listenership and be able to reach more people. I also want to give a special thanks to Tabletop Audio for providing the background music for today's episode.